this is Vaibhav Mistry and Hari Basara doing review on Honda Stunner CBF. Well, here we go. It has got an engine of 124.7cc, and if you go on the maximum power, it has got 11 bhp at 8000 rpm, and if you go on the maximum torque, you can see it's 11 Nm at 6500 rpm. You can see it has got a normal suspension which we normally get in bikes, and if you see on the further part, you can see it has got a disc brake of 240 mm, which is sufficient for any driving on Indian roads. And well, it's a very nice bike. If you ask me, it's a very nice bike on a 125cc segment. You might get another bikes on the like Honda, Yamaha Gladiator or Honda Shine. It has got a 4-stroke engine with single cylinder. And if you see, it has got a 5-speed transmission, 1 down 4 up, as you normally get in a sports bike. Well, and if you see on a modification on this bike, well, you can really get something very fast and furious on this bike. Well, if you see on this, we have done a fair bit of modification, getting a silencer, booster silencer. It might cost you around 3,000 to 4,000 rupees, and it really enhances the power of the bike. You can clearly see the difference. When I drive the bike, you can see the difference. And we have another modification. What you can get is that you can install a K&N filter, as I have installed. It's a K&N filter. You can see from here. It's a RC1060, and it's a universal kind of a air filter which you can fit on a normal sort of bikes which are small cc. It has got another higher cc air filter which you can really afford it, but it's for a higher segment. And further modification, if you ask me, you can do some mono suspension type of working on this. You can install a rear tire very thicker as compared to this one. You can also have some fiber work, as I've done. It's a normal leg guard what we are getting. You can get some fiber work which really enhances the bike. And overall, it's a very fine bike. Well, its fuel tank is around 10 liter, which is nice, but not as compared very fast, because if you are looking for a longer version, it's not such a supporting type of thing. And it's a nice bike. If you ask me, it's affordable for a middle class of a people. You can with a normal stock Stunner, you can get an average of around 60 to 65, which is nice enough for any bike. But if you install a K&N filter, which I have done, and you can get an average around 55 to 60, and that's nice. And we have done a open chain cover also, as you can see. It's really nice for us. Well, if you see on this segment, it has also got an air-cooled engine. It is not a liquid cool, so you can't get such a high speed. It's nice for us if you go for a long drive. It's nice for around 200 or 300 km, but on a very long road like around 400 to 800 km, the engine really doesn't support you that much. And if you see on the firing part of this bike, as I told you before, I have done a little bit of a modification. You can see on the firing part, it has got a fair bit of a sporty kind of a firing, which is very nice. Booster sort of a silencer, which because of installation of air filter, you can see the difference. And if you see after fitting air filter, you might even see that there is a change in the gear ratio. Because the normal stroke, if you ask me, my normal stroke used to go around 30 km on a first gear, but now you can even actually in the 45 km. That's sufficient for this sort of a small segment bike. And if you are looking for a racing sort of a bike, I mean, you can compare it with Pulsar 150, 135, all that bikes. Well, another thing that we have done, you can install the spark plug. Well, on a stroke bike, you can get an NGK Iridium IX, which costs around 500 rupees approximately. And if you ask me for a disadvantage of bike, you got a fair bit of a disadvantage. It has got a rear drum brake, which really very nice when it's new for us. I mean, a new stroke bike really works very nicely, but when it gets older, around if you are getting out 2 years, something like that, then it really doesn't work that much. And if you ask me, it is also not got a digital meter. You can see it's a normal onboard meter type of board. And on this bike, if you ask me, a stroke bike goes around 100 km/h. K&N air filter and you might get an output of 120.